What is your will, my master?
What's up, Vitaly? Quick demo video for you for your custom saber by Clint Morrison over at Solid Sabers, and then Adrian Vitel, I hope I'm saying that right, did some work on this saber with the copper wrap and the see-through claws on this guy that do light up when there's a or actually when you turn the saber on, it doesn't have to have a blade in because you've got CC sabers in there. But there's some shine through on all of these guys. I modified this hilt per your request to put this one replica's control box in it. So this is a 2-button setup, right? You've got activation up here and then auxiliary down here. I did not screw this in, or I did not just drill and tap holes. What I did was I did a bunch of Dremel work to get this to fit inside these ribs, and then I did JB weld it last night so that it fit in place. I did not want to drill any more holes into this guy. So that's what I did there. How to get to everything right is you just want to unscrew the handle. This chassis diameter is a 0.99 inch, so because of that, and because of the fact that it's a removable battery, I did not go too crazy on any designs on the chassis. I did not want to take away from the integrity of the chassis, right? And on a 0.99 inch chassis, I could do that if I started putting designs all over here. So it just has a small Smuggler's Outpost emblem right here. It does say Solo Sabers over here for me, like I like to always do. And then here is your removable battery right here. So spring side over here, you've got a 24mm speaker running in this guy, and then your CFX right here, wired up right side up, right? So you've got easy access to your micro USB port, but you will need to lift the board up to get to your SD card. This is a snap fit down into the shelf, so you can just pop it up with a pair of tweezers or something if that's what you want to do. Your blade retention is a hole that I utilized that was already in here. It's right here. So that's or I'm sorry, not your blade retention, your chassis retention. That's what's holding your chassis in. Your PCB holder is part of your chassis design. So it's an all-in-one chassis. I wanted to have that guy way down in there so that I could utilize the shine through on your on all these claws, right? So that's what I did there. Let's throw a battery in it. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but everything fits in there. Let me throw this battery in.
You, like your father, are now mine.
We'll put this handle on. The battery and the handle is super tight going over the battery. So what you might find is that as you're screwing this handle in, it might push the battery forward a little bit, but it will come right back and make contact with the positive side. So it kind of just like resets the board as you're putting the handle on. It's getting better the more that I test it, but it is a tight fit. It's a super tight fit, right? Your speaker does stick out out of the back here, so there's nothing interrupting the sound resonance. We just come over here and hit power. So you've got your shine through on all those claws. LEDs firing up, right? Auxiliary. We'll turn it off. You gave me the CFX and you provided your sound card or your SD card, and you have 214 sound fonts on here. I'm not going to cycle through all those, right? But we'll go through a few of them so that you can see that it works. That's the most amount of sound fonts I've ever seen on an SD card. I am going to use my test blade here. My normal blade is a little bit tight in this socket, so you might have to do some sanding, but my test blade fits fine. soundtrack. I'm just, of course, double clicking the power button.
Sound bank selection.
Dark Jedi. Meet a true Sith. Dark Jedi.
Cybernetic revolution.
They're pod racing on Alistair. Very fast, very dangerous.
I like this one. It's a pretty fun sound font. I think this is Bunta Champ from Syndicate Sound Relics. Everything's working good there. Turn that off, and then we'll go ahead and take the blade out. Yeah, everything's working in here like it should. Take this out real quick, and then super simple to take the battery out, right? We just take the handle back off. Slide this right off, and then from the positive side over here by the speaker, you can pop the battery out with your finger just like that. Because of the low profile of this battery compartment and the fact that I wanted to make sure that you had access to your micro USB and your contact wasn't getting in your way, this negative spring here is sitting down pretty low. I've bent it up, and occasionally you might want to take it and just kind of bend it up like that a little bit so that when you scoop your battery in, the spring doesn't catch on the shrink tube of the battery, but it actually makes contact with that negative pad of your battery, basically. So that's what's going on there, and that's pretty much your Saber. So let me know if you got any questions on this, and if not, I will try to get this out in the mail actually today. All right, thanks.